Okay, so everyone, in this video we're going to talk about blow-by. Now I know I already have videos with regard to blow-by, but I rewatched these videos and I feel I can make a video which is shorter and a little less boring. So what is blow-by? Simply put, blow-by is the leakage of combustion gases or pressure within the engine cylinder passing through between the cylinder wall, the piston and piston rings down into the crankcase. That is blow-by. Now there are two types of blow-by. One is compression blow-by and the other is power or combustion blow-by. Meaning the pressure of combustion gases is going to blow by, it will blow by, meaning it will pass through, escaping between the cylinder wall, the piston and piston rings down into the crankcase. Because in order for your engine to work properly, there are very fine tolerances that must be observed, and these are cylinder wall to piston clearance, piston ring and gap clearance, and piston ring to piston groove clearance. You make these clearances too tight, your piston might get stuck inside the cylinder, and if the clearances are too loose, you end up with excessive blow-by. And that is the reason why there is no such thing as a perfect seal inside the cylinder of an engine. Because unlike the syringe, wherein you have this rubber O-ring wrapped around this plunger allowing for a perfect seal inside the cylinder, on your engine, you have the piston and piston rings. So no perfect seal, hence there will always be blow-by. So there's always going to be leakage, and that leakage is what we call blow-by. But that leakage must only be within 10%. And we can only accurately measure that leakage by using a leak-down tester like this. So because there's no such thing as a perfect seal, that is why all engines have a crankcase vent or a breather hose or a PCV system. Now, as for the PCV system, I will explain that further in this video, okay? With regard to the PCV valve, and how it all works. Now, like I've said, all 4-stroke engines have a crankcase vent. On this 4D56, you'll find that vent or breather hose here. On this D4D engine, you'll find that here. And even on this air compressor, this is what you call as the crankcase vent, in order to vent out all that blow-by pressure that would otherwise build up inside your crankcase. I will show you, okay, using this balloon. Now watch closely what happens. See, it is expanding. So that is blow-by pressure. Now if you don't vent that out, that pressure is going to find somewhere to leak out. And oftentimes, it will leak out between the oil pump, the crankshaft seal, and at times, even back inside the cylinders again. The reason why a worn-out engine tends to consume and burn engine oil and spew black smoke out the tailpipe is because the proper clearances are no longer within specs, and the gap becomes wide enough that it allows engine oil down the oil pump to get inside the cylinder and is going to burn the oil. So let me show you what I mean, okay? Now blow-by pressure is going to escape from down the crankcase through these oil holes. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this oil hole serves a dual purpose. One is of course to drain the oil that is pumped to the cylinder head to lubricate the camshaft and rocker arms. And 2 is to allow blow-by gases to escape from down the crankcase and into this valve cover, out this breather hose, and into the intake manifold. And all those blow-by gases are going to be sucked in by the cylinders again. So the reason why people tend to look at the dipstick tube while the engine is running is because if blow-by pressure becomes too great, that will tend to push the oil out from here. And even more so, if we see smoke too coming out from here, that is usually an indication of excessive blow-by. Meaning the engine is so worn out that exhaust smoke is already leaking through the cylinder wall, piston and piston rings down into the crankcase. Exhaust smoke that you should otherwise see coming only out from the tailpipe. Now don't get me wrong, okay? I'm not here to debate with you. And I see quite a few comments of that in this video as well as on this one. Saying something like, I have this engine, it's been spewing oil and smoke out the dipstick tube for years now, and it's perfectly normal and it runs great, blah blah blah, something like that. Now if that is normal to you, then fine, that's your engine, that's on you. As far as I'm concerned, I'm only explaining to you what blow-by really is. So do not also ask me saying something like, I have this type of engine and it's spewing oil and smoke out the dipstick tube, is it excessive blow-by? My answer will always be the same. Conduct a compression test, conduct a leak down test, and that is the only way to be sure. So I repeat, before you do anything drastic like bringing down the engine to carry out an engine overhaul, conduct a compression test and a leak down test in order to be sure. So anyway, I hope you found this helpful and informative and a little less boring. If you do, let me know in the comments below. If you want to know more about Blowby, you can watch this video as well as this one. If you want to know more about compression test and leak down test, I have these videos, okay? And if you want to see a footage of what excessive Blowby looks like before and after engine rebuild, you can see that here, okay? So if you want to know more, just check out my channel. Just click on the video you're interested in, and I hope that video will be able to help you out. So I will end it here, so watch out for the next video, which is what is a PCV valve, how it all works, and do diesel engines have one? Because that topic is closely related to this one, okay? So like, share, subscribe if you want to, only if you want to, and as always, thank you for watching.